Hey everybody, I'm driving, but I figured I wanted to come on really quickly and I guess talk a little bit more about that post I posted yesterday. Actually, I shared it from my friend Christian, so I can't take full credit for it, but about karma. And I feel like a lot of people throw around the word karma and never, I don't know, I don't know that anyone's really fully thinking about what it means or what it entails. But I feel like I've learned more about karma, not only personally, but from my QHHT training, which basically takes us into past lives and you talk to your higher self and all that shit, so that you can clear karma that's affecting you in your life today. So yeah, I don't remember exactly what the post said, but it was basically make sure that, before you go save somebody, you're not interrupting their karma or, butting in on all the lessons that they have to learn and all that shit. And I feel like that's entirely true because, our souls are eternal. We are our soul, if you follow my school of thought, but we are not our body. This is just the vehicle that we're visiting in this particular lifetime, but we've probably lived hundreds of lifetimes, but at least several. I don't know that anyone's a complete newbie. I suppose it's possible, but yeah, I mean, pretty much everybody has lived multiple lifetimes, and if you don't resonate with that, then I guess you probably haven't, but you accumulate karma throughout those lifetimes, and it's little things, it's big things, it's, in past lives, you might have treated someone really terribly, or you killed somebody, or, whatever the case may be, or you were an abusive spouse. I mean, the list could be endless, you know what I mean? And we accumulate karma in our lives today. We're going around and probably no one here has killed anybody, but we're not all saints, and we're sometimes treating people poorly and abusing, situations. Maybe, in our younger days, I was not into stealing anything, but I feel like some teenagers kind of do stupid shit like that, and you're accumulating a bunch of baggage that you're carrying around with you as you walk through this lifetime, and it's accumulated through your past lifetimes, and you're bringing it into every consecutive lifetime that you have. And the goal then is to clear that karma. You need your soul to be clean and pure and free of all that gunk. So yeah, the post talking about make sure you don't ruin somebody's karma, speaking from a personal experience, I guess, is the best way for me to go about it instead of being super ambiguous. Anybody who knows me kind of personally knows that a couple of years ago I was involved with somebody after my divorce, and he was very verbally abusive, and there was, I knew I had to leave. I knew I wanted to leave. I didn't want to be in that relationship at all, but I felt stuck. And even when we would break up, we'd get back together, it was always very temporary, and we'd keep talking in between, and there was just something that kept drawing me back to this dude, and I couldn't figure it out. And basically everyone in my life is what the fuck is she doing? And honestly, as an onlooker, I felt the same way. But there was something I felt a lesson that needed to be learned there, that I couldn't have experienced any other way than being in that relationship. And I feel I must have cleared some sort of karmic baggage that way. Because after about 2 years, all of a sudden one day came and he hung up on me, and I was like, fuck it, I'm done. And it was the most freeing feeling ever. And now I feel like I've learned so much from that relationship, and I feel, or I felt, I still feel 1,000,000 pounds lighter. And so, I don't know, he and I probably encountered each other in a past life, and I treated him like shit. And that was something that was coming to me. I don't know, but it's gone now. So, and people tried to save me, like the meme says, people tried to save me. Family members didn't talk to me for like an entire year because they thought I was being so idiotic. But I don't know, I needed to go through it, and like I was so certain of that I stuck with it. But I'm sure there are people that don't stick through it, and then they haven't learned the lesson, and they haven't paid their karmic debt, and then they're stuck repeating that cycle again. Then they have to enter into a new relationship with a new person, whether it's a romantic relationship or friendship or whatever it may be, and they're literally living the same things over and over and over again because they're not learning it. And sometimes it might just be that people in their lives are convincing them that it's not a good situation for them or whatever, which in most cases it's probably not, but they need to be doing it. So I don't know, I guess just food for thought. And I think the best strategy is probably to like be available. I know it feels like shitty as a friend if you have this friend and they're just like going through the same crap with one person, and you're just tired of hearing about it because they won't listen to your advice, and you're like, dude, I told you years ago to break up with that guy, and they for some reason keep doing the same stupid stuff over and over again. But there's probably a higher reason to it, and I feel like the best thing to do is just be available if they need you. You don't have to give advice, but maybe just someone they can vent to, and just let it play out. I don't know, but that's my 2 cents. I don't know, feel free to comment, share your experiences, whatever, your thoughts on past lives, karma, if you've had similar situations, or people going through some shit like that. It's all relevant. So alright guys, talk to you later.